Hi everyone, recently the lovely people at Daddario and Planet Waves sent me some more stuff to have a look at. They sent me a mini headstock tuner, a bass pro winder and a 10-foot American stage cable. Now I'll talk about the tuner first. So the first thing is, when they said it's a mini headstock tuner, they weren't joking, it is that big. Look at that. It is so small. And the good thing about it being this small is that it's not intrusive on the head at all. You can just stick it on and you won't knock it by accident or anything like that, and it doesn't get in the way of your strings anywhere. And also it means you can put it almost within reason, you know, anywhere you want on the head. Because a lot of, I've noticed a lot of, you know, headstock tuners that are bigger than this, you kind of have to put them in the same place or they don't have, you know, there's no room for it. I guess the one drawback of it being as small as this is that it's really quite easy to lose, although that's not the product's fault, that's my fault for being somewhat disorganised sometimes. So I'll show you how to put it on. It's really easy. All you've got is this little thing at the side here, you pull that down or out and then the clip opens. Then you get the headstock of your bass, put it where you want, I like mine here, and then you just squeeze it on and it clips on. It's as easy as that. Okay, so there it is in position on the headstock. To turn it on, all you need to do is press this button here and it comes on reading 440 Hz automatically, so you don't even need to change that. It's only got two buttons on it, it's the on button and the frequency button, and like I said, you won't need to change it generally speaking, but if you hold in the frequency button it flips the screen upside down, and the reason why that's even possible is if you want to put it on this side or, you know, wherever you want to put the tuner, you can change the screen accordingly. So I've just put my D string heavily out of tune to show you the display. It's really bright, you can see it really well in direct sunlight, because I've played in like an outdoor festival with using this, and I could see the screen really well. So I'll show you now how it looks. So I'll just play my note and it flashes red when it's out of tune. Like, it's really out of tune, it's almost at a C sharp there. So as you get closer to the note, the colour changes to green, and there's a line either side of the letter when you're in tune, like that. The only time I'd ever say this tuner struggles is when you're at stage volume. By that I don't mean like if your bass is really loud, I mean if there's lots of other stuff going on, like if there's crowd noise and other people tuning up and stuff, that's when it starts to struggle. But I've used it at dozens of small gigs now, and it doesn't seem to have a problem there. And if maybe you're playing an acoustic bass, but it's completely an acoustic bass, not an electro acoustic with a little tuner like mine's got, then I can see it working really well there as well. But yeah, generally speaking, you can get away with it. It's probably the best headstock tuner I've ever used in terms of response anyway, because they do struggle quite a lot. But you know, if you're going to use it, I would suggest using it at like not a crazy massive gig, although I don't think that's what they're designed for anyway. So in summary, very good. But this Bass Pro Winder is my favourite thing in the world. The last time I changed my strings on my Yamaha I used this. It's a 5-string with a low B, not a high C like the bass I just showed you. And it cut the time it takes to change the strings by half at least, because I just chopped all the old ones off, which by the way was really easy. This cut through the B string even really easily, which surprised me. I was expecting to kind of like, you know, have to give it some beans, but it was easy. I just cut straight through. I wish I had to change the strings on that now to show you how easy it is, but I'm not just going to cut through perfectly nice strings just to show you. You'll just have to take my word for it. So the winder part, this guy, I've not yet found a tuning peg that it doesn't fit. It fits my Sandberg, which has, I don't know what they're called, I probably should know, but it's the ones that are like, those ones. You know, the standard Fender Jazz tuning peg thing. And my Yamaha and my Marlowe both have this type. I don't know what these are called either. I'm nice and professional, aren't I? Now, yeah, so all this does is you slap that on there, and then you can just turn it at 1,000,000 miles an hour and just tighten your string when you're putting new ones on. so fast. It's just such a good little tool. I'm pretty sure every bass tech in the world is going to end up with one of these in their back pocket. So as you saw just then, the winder part is really smooth. I mean, it got a bit squeaky after a while when I first used it, but it's probably just because it was fresh out of the out of the packet and it might have needed a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, it stops squeaking and it's just smooth as you like. But yeah, I just want to clarify that Daddario sent me this stuff to get my genuine opinion on it. They didn't just send me it so I would say nice things. But I actually don't have anything bad to say about this guy. This, I genuinely think every bass player should have one of these. For the simple fact that changing strings is a chore, isn't it? It's a ball ache. No one can really be bothered to do it. But this just makes it like a breeze. Instead of 25, 30, 40 minutes to change the strings on my Yamaha, it took me like 10, 15 with this, if that. And I was dawdling because I was playing with it. So yeah, in summary of this is excellent. Get one of these. Now I was a little bit worried about reviewing this last product because it's a cable. They sent me the cable asking me to say what I think about it, but how much can you say about a cable other than it's a cable? I mean, I guess the stuff I could say is that it feels really well made. Like, there's some good quality plastic around these sides and around the actual cable part, and the jack part feels really well made. And I'll show you. I mean, that to me, I don't know anything about anything, right? But that just looks really well done to me. Because these cables are a little more expensive. I can't remember exactly how much they are, but I mean, they're not like vomit all over everything expensive. But they are a little bit more money, and they have a lifetime guarantee as well. So I mean, it's worth paying that little bit more. So I mean, yeah, I can say it's really well made. It's a good sturdy cable, but it sounds a little different too. I mean, I've tested it side by side with some cheaper cables and some other Planet Waves cables that I own. And this has like, it's slightly, I don't know how to describe it really, but it just sounds like a cleaner output. And I don't know how they've done that. Probably magic. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can say, other than I prefer, you can see the jack here is smooth all the way around. I've got another Planet Waves cable here that I paid for, by the way, as an example, and this guy has these little notches on the side, and I understand why they've done it. I think it's for extra kind of like security when you plug your cable in. But I think they've actually gone a little bit overboard with these ones, because it's quite hard to put the cable in and take it out again, and because it's really secure in there, which is good in a way, but what if the cable stops working and you need to take it out quickly and change it and stuff? It could cause a problem there. The only time you're ever going to need extra security on the jack of your cable is if you put your lead on like this. But if you put your cable on like this, you're not going to have a problem. So that's it. Thank you to Daddario and Planet Waves for sending me these beautiful little things. I hope you all enjoyed my review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.